Crafting Vicky here with you. It's time for a new journaling out of the box, and I've got a lot of new subbies, and every time I do the journaling out of the box I get the question of what does it mean, what do you do with those little cards? And I've shown it many times, so the ones that follow me for a while, you know about this already. So my small box is this. It's a drawer, like sewing, old sewing drawer that I purchased at a flea market. I thought it was very cute, and what I did is I'm doing these little cards and I'm putting them in there. So I've got all kinds of little cards, and people can go through them and just have fun flipping through all these little cards and seeing the little pieces of art, because there's many of them, and they're all different depending on how I feel. So that little box is in my living room, and you know, people can just go through it. So that's how I store them. Now, how it came about was that I purchased this game here that had does it say how many cards? 71 cards were in here, and now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 left. So I did a whole bunch of them, and then as you can see, even once I'm finished those, I'm still gonna have some room, so I'm gonna have to find some other, I have some other games. I'm gonna have to find one that will fit in my box. So this is how it came about. I had these little cards. I thought it'd be a fun thing to use them, and I didn't really quite know what to use them for, and then suddenly inspiration struck, and I thought it's instead of journal, because you've heard me say this before. When you have a very big page, sometimes it's intimidating to get it started, to do something with it, because it's just so big. And whereas these little projects, well, they're tiny. I mean, these cards are, and that's another question I get a lot of, it's about a tiny bit over 3 1/4 inch. So they're very small. And so when you don't have a lot of time, or you're intimidated by the big format, well, this format is just perfect size. What I do often is either I have some digital images from teams that I'm on. I'm on 2 teams. I'm on, well, actually I'm on 3 teams, but 2 that I use this medium on. It's the East Wind, as well as Sandra Caldwell. So you've seen me use her images, well, both of their images. So that's something I do, or I use images from magazines. I should do it this way. So magazines. So this is one from a magazine. This is leftover paint that I had, and I think she looks like she's singing, so I thought of using her voice as the sentiment for this. Now, it's a big image, so she's gonna take a whole lot of room on this, and there won't be much room left to do much, but we can still do some sort of something on it. And anyway, even if it covers it, it will have been fun just doing the background. So when you do this and you have some already, it just, first of all, it uses off your leftover paints. Second of all, it gives you something to work with right away. So that's a good thing, I find. I'm going to put a little bit of Liquitex. This is my Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish. It looks off on my bottle because I refill it. I buy the bigger bottles and then I refill them with this. So I've got this little bits. I like using the little bits that are left over on my desk, and so that I can use them up and not just throw them away. The problem with that is my little leftover bits keep on growing and growing and growing. Yeah, so I need to really find ways of using them up. I guess if I was using bigger formats, that would help in the situation. But I don't, like I said, I like smaller formats because they give me the opportunity not to stress too much about this and not to feel the pressure that I've got this huge space. I started my soul book last year, and I did some pages in it, but not much. I'm telling you, like big formats, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Okay, so this, in case you're wondering, it's a game piece, so it's not a real credit card, so don't go and try to use this to spend money on online purchases. It's not gonna work. Just in case you're wondering. So yeah, what doesn't work for you? I'd be curious to know what intimidates you, or that you think you would like to do, but then once it gets time to actually use it, it never works out. I was just checking the color of the this. It's grayish, so I can pretty much use whatever I want with this. I think I'm going to use maybe this here. I love this iridescent color, so I'm just going to put a bit on my finger. I love the sheen that it gives. I think you can really tell from above. Use this to write down this. And my faithful baby wipes. Something fun about just playing with your fingers and not stressing. I really like that. Now let's just see how I'm going to be placing this. Thinking maybe something like this. So if I do that, then maybe I can put, she's got polka dots, but maybe I can do polka dots with some white instead. Or that could be pretty. That could be pretty. This is gilt paint. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I could have used a sponge, and it would probably have been better suited for this, but I don't feel like using a sponge. So there it is. With my fingers, paint all over. So that was DNet Weekly paint. Let's dry this off a bit. And just put this This gloss medium, I really love it because it's not only acts as a glue, but also as a varnish, so it protects the image and whatever. It's a bit sticky, so when I really want the stickiness to be gone, then I use beeswax. Another question that I get a lot of is what type of beeswax. It's just the furniture beeswax. I think I've also put in the description in my Amazon list some beeswax that you can purchase if you're in the States. In Canada, I found I couldn't get that one, so I went to Ona and I got some that it's this one here, Biz. So it works exactly the same way, and it just gives it a nice sheen and removes the stickiness. And of course, you know me, I need to edge everything. I made it a bit messy here. I want to mess it up elsewhere so that it doesn't look like I just made a boo-boo there. It looks intentional. That's how you fix your boo-boos. You make it look like it was intentional. And I just think I'm gonna slightly do that. Is it not working? I got a feeling it's not dry enough. Thing is, once you've put the beeswax, don't go and try to put anything afterwards on it, because it's not gonna stick. So if you want to highlight and stuff, do it prior. Okay, so I like that better. And just thought something was missing in that corner. So here is my little card for you. Hope you had fun. Hope it inspires you to try journaling out of the box and to use up those little game pieces that you get, and find a way to display them so that people can see your little pieces of art. And like I said, it's a tiny process, so it's very rewarding. Bye everyone.